Greetings, screeners and mainers, and addition Check-It Collected Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out Junkheap, and this is the Deluxe version, and you can see it is part of the Transformers Generations line. Anyway, screeners and mainers, with that being said, let's go. Okay, screeners and meters, and since he has a box or packaging, we're going to check that out right quick, and then we're going to keep this moving. All right, here's Junkheap. All right, we have there. And if I made a mistake by saying the name in the beginning and stuff or didn't, but this is Junkheap. This is Deluxe version Junkheap from Transformers Generations. All right, there is a motorcycle mode. There's a bottom right there. And this is an older figure. If you guys haven't seen it before, let's see if I can't just get this side. I'm sorry, it's going to be put in an awkward situation. If you want to read that there, you got a cockhead to the side there. Sorry about that. Anyways. And yes, and then here he is inside there. And this is older packaging. I actually got this off a line and everything, and they was selling them as a 2-set. And I was happy to get it because I was actually a fan of Junkians back in the day, and that's just all too. Still a fan of them now and stuff. I like how they kind of, you know, done different things and stuff. And I'm hoping to see what they're going to do in the new Power of the Prime line, or what they have going on after that. I'm not exactly sure, but whatever's on that. So with that being said, screen and meters, let's go and check out and see what's inside the packaging. And to give him a showcase circle around review, since I haven't used my little turntable in a while, here he is, just rotating around and around. And I must say this figure is actually a nice looking one. That being said, let's get him off the turntable. Okay, screens and meters, and right now he stands in his alt mode, about 3.5 inches, 4 almost, if you want to look at it. And that's not a bad deluxe as far as the height, for the Transformers comparison. Smaller ones would be kind of more difficult to deal with and stuff. But since it's my first time having this, I'm very interested to see how his height works out with comparison. So just before we get into that, let's go and get a close-up of him in his alt mode. So yeah, so I really like how the exhaust is. They incorporated the axe, if I'm not mistaken, all into here, which I thought that was a nice touch. Really cool and stuff. And the generation lines tend to have their quirks about them, depending on what does what or whatever. But this is really cool, and this is a hard plastic. It's not a rubber. It feels like rubber, but it's not. So if you happen to see it and stuff, that's it. So I was fortunate to get these brand new. So yeah, if you're looking at this right now and looking at stuff, it's a really cool figure to have. I mean, like it stands well next to the rest of them and stuff. And me being a motorcycle guy that I am, this actually does work very well. I mean, really cool and stuff. And I'm really digging this whole lens thing where it should actually clear and go through and stuff. So I mean, they really don't make them like they used to in all the things and all separate situations and stuff. But I mean, Hasbro I'm hoping that they'll get back on their game, but they used to just be demolishing whenever they did come out with some things and stuff. And now it's like you have to look for third parties and knock off to see them prove their point for, who they are, what they can do. But this is just a really cool figure. And like I said, me being a motorcycle guy that I am, I'm really happy to have this really cool figure. Okay, with that being said, screeners and meters, let's go and get to the size by size comparisons. All right, there is Blaster. That's the Fall of Cybertron. That does not work whatsoever, but that's okay. There's Leader Class Sound Waves. I'm bringing in some of the odder Transformers to kind of fit with the whole, motorcycle deluxe size, oversized human bike realm, so to speak. There's a deluxe oversized hoist, or I'm pretty sure that's hoist. Not exactly sure. That was a Sir Toys knockoff specials. That was one of the flash sale. I think they have both names on it, if I'm not mistaken, at that time and stuff. I don't know, but really like that figure. It's cool. Cheap plastic, but really like it. Leader Class Brawl. That does not work whatsoever. But again, that's a very odd shape for compared to anything else. And there is MPP10, if like that. That absolutely does not work, but it has made it's whatever. Okay, screeners and meters, let's go and get this thing transformed. Okay, screeners and meters, and here he is transformed, and he looks really, really cool. I love this figure. I'm really happy with them. I just think it fits Junkian color scheme and just so well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weapon first, which is his battle axe. Really cool. It actually spans out, expands back in. This reminds me of Rodimus' weapon. Has like a holster thing on the side there, which I thought that was a nice touch. This is really cool, and you can kind of bend it the way you want. I think they have on the box that you haven't you can bend it all like onto the side there. But him being a Junkian, it really won't matter how he's gonna really have it posed because it's just so cool the way it is. All right, get that out the way, and here he is, Junkheap. Really love the Junkian. Just in the past, really did. I thought it was like just the coolest thing ever. So I mean, because they were just kind of like unorthodox, really not the same thing that the rest of the Transformers were and stuff like that. It was gritty, just a grit crew. Part of the Autobots, which is really cool. I really was really digging them. All right, for the articulation, first up we're gonna start with the feet, and I probably did this in the transformation wrong. He looked kind of, he was short, kind of stepping more to the side. It's because this expands in and out due to the transformation with his foot, so you can kind of stand the way you want, but you can actually get some really good poses out of that, and you kind of can have it the way you want to in the height to work with the feet. So I thought it was pretty good, really cool. So, and the feet is on a ball joint, so you can kind of get the way you want, and it does open and close there, backwards and forward, and does tuck up in there, which that's what I had by mistake doing the transformation. All right, and he does have a swivel on his leg, through full 360 degree. His leg does come out in and out, and he does get that 90-degree bend in there and over that. So it's pretty cool. You can get some really good kicking on that or whatever. And just come to the side, since it's so much, it's a different odd shape as far as his transformation go, which is pretty cool. You do get a little bit sub bend right there within kind of a knee, so to speak, and stuff, his shin area with the light there. All right, and his foot does do almost the same as the other over here, but kind of not really, but it does move backwards and forward, so that works from there. All right, go up here to his hip area, and he does have a full 60-degree swivel ball. A ball joint, maybe. I don't know. He has a bit of an ab crunch, not huge, but he does have his full swivel to go all around. Go to the chest here. There's no up movement other than in his neck. That comes up and down like so. So you can get some other motion like there. You can have it there. He kind of like he has like a tuxedo, or you put it down there. Kind of short. You know, it depends. You know, you have it displayed how you want to. All right, you want to come over here to the shoulders. All right, you do have that top swivel right there above the elbow, and it's just one single side swivel. All right, you do have a full 60-degree pull on a ball joint for his arm. All right, it does have good bend into the arm in the elbow area, and it comes down to his hand. His hand does have a full 60-degree. It's not on a ball joint, it's on a swivel, and that works from there. Yes, and the head is on a ball joint if I didn't say that. All right, and so you get out the back here, and it just works. It's just a really cool figure, guys. Really, really, really cool and stuff. I mean, seriously, if you happen to see him or see him somewhere or anything, pick him up. I'm happy I got him, and this works for so. Anyway, so we're going to get into that size by size comparison for our friend here, Junkheap. Get your side there, put you there. Okay, let's go. Okay, there he is with Fall of Cybertron Soundwave Voyager class, and there he is with Titan's Return Blaster Leader class, Weijang knockoff Age of Extinction Nemesis Prime Voyager size, Midnight Edition Optimus Prime movie, Leader class Titans Returns Quick Switch, and Masterpiece Megatron. That's the Weijang version. Okay, screeners and meters. Oh, one more thing, almost forgot. And there he is with the ruler to show how tall he is, which he's about 5.5 inches, 6 to full scale as far as the mold goes. So 5.5 inches to the head, and then you have 6 inches full scale for the figure itself. So you know what you're buying once you get online and stuff, and what scale he actually fits into. Okay, screeners and meters. With that being said, without further ado, you know you have more to view. So let's see if this thing can try to view. That's right, try to view, because I'm still having problems with my stop motion equipment. I'm not sure if it's the upload or what's going on as far as me trying to actually officially do the stop motion itself. It's not turning over. Maybe it's have too much data storage in there. I think it has some tweaks in there. I've been trying to do some different things and stuff, and I think that's what actually ended up happening. So right now I'm pretty sure I owe you about maybe 2 or 3 stop motions for the figures I've done last, but that's okay and stuff. And I think the last one I seen it operating well was Hound. So that it was actually the Weijang version of the Hound. I think that's I'm not exactly sure what it was knockoff or third party, so to speak. But whatever, that's whatever. It's coming. It's getting there. So just bear with me. Please bear with me. So I'm sorry. So, all right, let's go. Okay, screeners and meanings, hope you guys enjoyed that view there. Anyways, yeah, so listen, final thoughts on this is actually pros and cons. Pros up first. I absolutely love this figure. I think it's absolutely great. I really, really do. I saw him and stuff and wanted to do him, and the reason why I did him is because I was going to do an add-on. Hint, hint. Anyways, yeah, so I can't really say anything about this figure whatsoever. I forgot to mention one thing. These move here. This is actually on swivel down, so you can kind of have this the way you want to. And this is really cool. I mean, it actually came when I was actually going putting them into different poses and stuff. I just came up. So on the shoulder there, that's when it comes around, you can put it back and stuff in place how you want to do it and stuff, but you can kind of have pose the way you want to and stuff. But I love this figure, I really do. And cons is I have no cons about this figure. I'm really digging it. I really can't say enough for him. I'm actually interested to see how it's going to do in stop motion once I actually get the stop motion done and get that getting onto it. So yeah, so screeners and meaners, with that being said, thank you guys so much for the watch. Sorry, I got two things going on there in the back. I'm actually trying to see if I can get the stop motion thing going and stuff, and it's still acting up. So all right, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. And it's okay, screeners and meaners. So yeah, I have no cons about this whatsoever. All pros and stuff. I really like that, and that's pretty much about it to say that on the final notes. So yeah, if you're happy to see him, try to scoop him up or whatever the deal may be. You probably see him online floating around out there. I was fortunate to buy one brand new, and that's what just goes on from there. All right, so screeners and meaners, appreciate it so much. Thanks for the watch. You guys, I thank you so much just for watching and sticking in there with me and stuff. I got some things rattling, going through stuff. Been a rough past few months. Things are getting done and it's getting things going on. Simple as that and stuff. Me and my wife had moved the office, and enough about my rambling is going on. I just want to thank you guys so much about it. Just sticking in there and just being here and just showing the support. So screeners and meaners, with that being said, keep on doing what you're doing as long as you do it well. Do what you do as long as you do it well. Gerald Network, and I'm out later. I'm fumbling on everything. Do what you do as long as you do it well. Gerald Network, I'm out. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Later.